another day passes by, and we are back in the 392, the brand new crate motor recently acquired by yours truly. We've been driving for about a week, breaking it in. You know, first 100 miles, you gotta drive it easy, keep it under 3,500 RPM. Second 100 miles, start breaking it out, 4,500 RPM or so, no extended idling. 300 to 500 miles, you're supposed to get some full throttle runs in, which I still haven't done yet, but we're gonna get to that. Got the zinc oil in there, thanks to STAGA. My man Josh at STAGA handled that, got the oil in there, and I'm going back at 500 or so miles. We're gonna go back and put another oil change on this puppy. But anyway, let me show you some stats. Okay, as we've been rolling, I got about 337 miles since I zeroed it out at STAGA when I picked it up last week. Been going back and forth to work, just doing my thing in it, driving slowish, you know, doing what I'm supposed to do. Everything looks good. Everything looks good. Also, we're gonna look at the mileage. The fuel economy on a break-in sucks. I'm looking at 12.3 average right now. This car usually averages about 19, 20, and that's like mixed driving. And I did a lot of freeway today, and I'm only getting 12.3, so I'm blowing through tanks. I just filled it back up. This is the second time filling it up on that 337 miles. But everything else is looking good. Temperature's good. I got the 180 T-stat in there, but I got the fan set keeping it around 2.0, low twos. So it's looking good. The oil pressure is perfect. Now I said this is a brand new motor, so it hasn't been broken in yet. So we're seeing 34 at idle. And then when I step on it, we get up to about 60 PSI, which is absolutely perfect. So we're just gonna keep pushing, keep rolling, and doing our thing here. And as you may have noticed, we got a little FCW off and traction control light. Steering angle sensor is going bad. I cleared the light out the other day, and it came right back as soon as I turned the wheel, did like a full lock to one direction or the other. The light pops back on, and it disables, turns on sport mode, and you can't turn it off. Like, you press the button, it's still there. Press it again, it never goes away. So that's something odd I did not understand. That when you get that FCW warning, it throws it in a sport mode all the time. So it's always in sport mode. Now I don't mind it, because sometimes I have to get in the car and turn it on sport mode. I almost never drive around in regular comfort, because sport mode is just too much fun. But yeah, it stays on. So when I had the light cleared before I turned the steering wheel, I could turn it on and off at will. I also could do active cruise control, adaptive cruise control. That was no problem, on and off at will. But right now I can't even do that. I can't do anything till I got that straight. This car, the 11 to 14, but 12 to 14 SRTs uses, I gotta buy this whole piece here with the turn signal, this whole stretch here between the steering column and the steering wheel. Comes as one piece, $500. Quirk Parts had it on eBay, an OE Mopar part, $500 for that thing. I cannot find just the sensor by itself. I don't even know if I can take this apart to put the sensor in. Now I've done the steering angle sensor on a Jeep Liberty, easy breezy. It all exploded, so I could just take it apart, put it in there. Same thing with the Jeep Cherokee, same thing. On my older Magnum, same thing. You pull it all apart, you get the steering angle sensor, and you put it back in and put it all together. They're cheap, like $100 or so. This one, $500, but then I guess I'm getting all new turn signal, a multifunction switch, all of that that's coming in the package. So I'll have a backup. This one's not giving me any problems except for that steering angle thing. So I'll have a backup for this car. But if you have an 11 to 14 LX, LC, Challenger Charger 300, get ready to need that thing. It's the whole thing all by itself. I searched high and low last night, could not find it by itself, but all I could find was this $500 part. They're about $800-900 on at the dealership, if they even have one, but you can find lots of good replacement parts. eBay, like I said, Quirk Parts has them. Summit Racing has them. You know, the big name places if you don't want to deal with a little cheapy aftermarket. I think Dorman makes one. Dorman Standard makes them. Bunch of people make them, but I would like to stick with Mopar. I bought aftermarket turn signal multifunction switches before, and you can feel the difference. Those things are sticky and hard sometimes. This is smooth and nice. I don't want to lose that feeling. So I made sure I got a Mopar part. But anyway, that's coming on the next episode of Fight Your Chrysler. Till then, we gonna keep it pushing and enjoy the V8 life. Well, here we have it. The brand new 392 Hemi. Got some old original parts still on it, so you really can't tell what's new and what's not. Plus, it's dirty. So we're gonna have to go through and tighten up everything. But just in case you were wondering, look at that cylinder head. See this timing cover here? See how it looks? This car was originally from Michigan. So it had road salt and crap and just whatever corrosion looking mess this is. It's been on here since I've had the car. It's a California car now, but look at the difference in that head. That is a brand new long block. Look at that orange paint. Fresh for 98 or 88, you suckers. But if you wanted to wonder if this is a real brand new vehicle, look at that gasket. You can eat off of that thing. That's how you know. That's how you know. Look at the valve cover gasket, blue, special stuff. Look at that. Look at that thread, that unused hole on the cylinder head. Look at that. Nothing's been in there. All new motor. Love it. No MDS. This is a crate motor from HHP, High Horsepower Racing. They have crate motors, brand new factory, brand new, spanking new from the factory, from Ma Mopar herself, fresh out of her oven. Long block. So the intake's old. Everything around the engine is old and original. So even my water pump, I painted it I dipped it black. So all that stuff is still there. My big thick radiator. My BT Solutions water deck with West Coast fasteners, and a nice solid clamp for the hose. Fluid staying nice and high. Engine stays cool. I couldn't ask for more. I can't wait to rip on this thing, but slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. But it's here. Got some goodies. Some stuff I gotta do. Trunk's ready for it. Ball joints are rattling like crazy, so we got some new Mevitech arms. These are not the arms that are in here, but they are the front lower rearward control arms, the best in the business. I showed you these things many moons ago. Magic of television. These are the Mevitech big time control arms for the SRT8. This is where it's going to clamp onto the new ball joint I bought. But check out this bushing. it flexes. This is the one that I put on the homie's Magnum, and it's also on my Magnum. And the front lower forward control arms, also by Mevitec, also have this bearing here, this joint bushing, whatever you want to call it. It is not going to break like the others. This is what you get when you want the good stuff. And it also comes with a fresh bolt. Now we got a ball joint. Comes with the hardware and the junk you need. Again, the magic of television. This is the new ball joint. This has to be pressed in at the shop. I would have done it myself. So we're gonna have the guys at STAGA dropping in. This is serviceable. On the bottom, got your little thing to put in there so you can always keep fresh grease in it. Much more heavy duty than stock. The stock ball joints on these cars do not last. So you will be doing this to your car. I'm gonna put these on here, let you know how they feel. We'll do some long-term updates a few years from now, and just remember this day when you learned. So got a little bit of got some parts coming for the mag, so I went by STAGA and got the rest of my wrap, my tech wrap, burnt maroon. It's gonna go on there. Everybody's getting ready for shows, so nobody's got enough time to wrap my bumper that's not here yet. So, did I say bumper? I didn't mean bumper. But anyway, wouldn't fit in the trunk, so I had to let the seat down a little bit to get it home. But it's here. I'm gonna go store it now. Oh, the Mopar life. Oh yeah, we're doing transmission fluid ASAP. When they had my engine out, mechanic noticed my transmission fluid was a little dirty. I'm at 90. It just crossed over 91,000 miles. So it's time. It's time. We probably should do it at 60. They recommend 100, but 60 will be good. We're putting in fresh ATF4 from Mopar. I got 2 filters just in case they want to run the thingamajig. And a while back, I bought this for my 2011 300C that I used to have. I had the transmission fluid changed at a local shop, and they put too much in, and it started smoking, got on the freeway, got hot, and it boiled over and came out the tube on the top. So I went and found this. This is a dipstick for the NAG 1 transmission, because you know we don't have a dipstick in the car. This dipstick is actually for the Mercedes. Was that WA580? Same transmission, different name. This is the dipstick that you put in the little hole in the front and see how much fluid you got in there, so you can suck it out or put some more if you need it. And it also tells you which chart to use based on which car you got. We're running anyway, it depends on the temperature outside, how much fluid is supposed to be. This stuff is real sensitive to temperature. So if it's 70 degrees, it's one level you should read. If it's 90 degrees, it'll be reading a different level. If it's 50 degrees, it'll be reading a different level. So you need to know. And this chart here tells you all about this stuff, what you do. 42 RLE. Oh, that's the Liberty transmission. I didn't realize I had all that. Okay, this is for the NAG 1, for you know, the old SRTs and whatnot. CVT transmission, nobody uses that crap. And a 62 TE, I don't know which transmission that is, but I'm thinking that might be, I don't know, who uses the 62 TE? I never had to deal with that, so I don't know. But anyway, you would need this if you're going to do it yourself, or if you need to check the level in your transmission. You can get it online anywhere. Dipstick for a WA580 Mercedes transmission. Anyway, that's it for now. We're going to go in the house and get ready, because I do have to go to work tomorrow. So see y'all later.